Hey guys, Generation here with a couple of sets for you for team variation that I created. Now the team obviously does have some big weaknesses, but I think all teams in the Love Cup do, and this team actually worked out pretty well. I got 2 3-2 sets against, mostly legends and experts up in the 2900s. We are back down in the 2900s because if you didn't know, I am now the world record holder for the fastest speed run of 0-5, tanking with all 10 CP Pokemon. And it was really fun. So I hold the speedrun world record there. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. So of course, Go Battle League is working perfectly, as we see. No errors, glitches, anything like that. So let's get into our first match. The first variation of the team that I used, I think it's a little bit weaker than the second, but it does work, is you lead a Vileplume, right? You got your Razor Leafer in the front. You have your Alola, right? Generally a safe swap. Then you have a Charizard in the back. So let's see how this team does. Looks like we're up against a Crustle here. It's not really all that great. It's going to be, it's an is it X-Scissor? Oh, no, it looks like Rock Throw, unfortunately. So we're going to try and catch the move on Alola. Let's see if we were successful in catching the Rock Slide. We were successful in catching the Rock Slide. I actually run Rock Blast because it still one-shots Charizard, and it's pretty much the reason I run it. It's a little bit less energy, but Rock Slide is definitely probably the preferred move. Now he brings in his Charmer, and Charmers are actually the issue with this team, believe it or not. Charizard gets destroyed by 2 shield on the counter. You can get off 2 blast burns, and then the Charizard will get farmed down by the Charmer, so it's not as good as you'd think it would be. So Alola goes down. Of course, we're going to bring in Charizard now, because that is supposed to be our charm counter. So let's see how Charizard does. This is a double legacy Wing Attack and Blast Burn Charizard. I happen to have an old Blast Burn Charizard lying around from 2018 Calm Day, and used one of my Elite Fast TMs on it. Is it worth it? Maybe. I don't know yet. We'll find out as the weeks of Love Cup progress. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that you can get wins against Legends in a very high ELO rating with these teams, and they are working out pretty well. So we're going to throw the Dragon Claw at this thing. He does shield. We do that so that we can chuck another one, because those, what are they? Smackdowns are going to hurt quite a bit. As you can see, it nearly one-shot me with one Smackdown. Now, shields are down, which is good, because this thing will throw super effective Weather Balls at us, but we are going to one-shot it, I believe, with a Sludge Bomb, or come pretty close to one-shotting it. Let's see. Sludge Bomb goes out. Luckily, we did bank all that energy from earlier, or we would be in trouble here. I do run a single move on the Vileplume and Alola because this is a gimmick cup and don't really need to be running more than one move, although you probably should be if you want to, but this just shows that you don't really need to. You can kind of run them with whatever their best moveset is. I've not had an instance where I would be needing to use Hydro Pump instead of Psychic yet, so yeah. Or I really haven't had an instance where, Moonblast would have come in handy. Psychic or Sludge Bomb has been just fine. All right, let's see. Let's get into our next match here. We are going to be catching some L's here and learning about the weaknesses of this team, because this team does have weaknesses. There's a lot of Charizard counters. Electrode is a big problem for this team. If they have Electrode in the back, it's pretty much a good game. So we meet a Medicham in the front, and these things are tough because you don't really know their moveset. Are they going to throw Power-Up Punch, Ice Punch? Are they going to throw a Psychic at you? Yeah. So we're just going to continue to do our thing here and Razor Leaf down. Try to catch a move here on Alola. I tried to time that for the Psychic, and it just didn't work. Electrode in the back, so we are definitely in trouble here. Definitely in trouble, especially if they have something that counters Charizard, like 2 Charizard counters. We are in super trouble here. So we throw the Psychic. At least we're able to get a shield. Probably just going to take this discharge. I mean, there's not much we can do here. There's no point in shielding because we'll just get discharged again or farmed down. Get off a few more waterfalls. He farms us down. Not good, clearly. We have no choice but to bring in the Let's see what we did. Yep, the Vileplume here. Let's see if we decide to shield. If it's a foul play, it's going to do a lot of damage. No, he throws the discharge, so that gives us a little glimmer of hope here. So we are going to go ahead and farm up and throw the Sludge Bomb. So a lot of this match depends on what he has in the back, and he also has a Medicham with loaded energy, which is probably going to come counter us down here. Okay, we were able to catch the move on the Charizard, hoping that we are catching a power-up punch. It is an Ice Punch, that's fine, we can handle that. And yeah, Mag Cargo in the back. So that is a good game to our opponent there. Good game to our opponent. Yeah, Electrode, if they have double Charizard counters in the back, it's can create a lot of issues for this team. But this team does counter a lot of other teams, so it is pretty good. I think I'd recommend the second team we check out, but this one, if you have the Pokemon for it, because Charizard is pretty cheap and you can run Fire Spin if you want. Yeah, we'll see here. It's a pretty good team. Definitely the Vileplume Alola core is really powerful. They are able to dish out a lot of fast move damage and threaten Charmers. But unfortunately, Charizard can just get farmed down, which kind of stinks. Now, Scolipede is not the lead we want to see. This may be our second loss of the set. Let's see what he has. Oh, an Electrode. Yep, second Electrode in the back. So Electrode in the back is a problem for Alola safe swaps. That seems to be the reoccurring pattern here. Another variant of this team, you can lead Alola, but I really like the Razor Leaf lead because, honestly, I did win more leads than I lost with it. And you'll see that in some of the upcoming battles. So this Electrode is going to throw at us and take us out, hopefully, so he can't farm. And it looks like he's going to be able to farm, unfortunately, with one Volt Switch. Of course, we have to bring this thing in. Now, I just faced an Electrode and they threw a Discharge at me, so I'm thinking he's running Discharge Hyper Beam, but no, it's Discharge Foul Play. So a little bit of a miscall on my part there, but there's really no way to know. We are now forced to shield the second one. Unfortunately, we were not able to sneak in a Razor Leaf. Oh, I guess that we choose not to shield. Probably because we have no play against the Scolipede, and we have to hope Charizard can sweep with 2 shields. He has an Alola. There's no point in continuing that game. So good game to our opponent. Double Charizard counter in the back once again. I think people are really expecting a lot of Charizards by the look of the meta up in this range. So now let's get to some wins here. Let's get to some wins. Okay, facing a legend, Deninja. Facing Deninja. All right, let's see how we do here. We have a Alola, so we actually have a positive lead for once. This is good. Now here we're going to learn a little bit about Charmers. Charizard is supposed to be the charm counter here on this team. So we're going to do our best to not allow him to get an extra charm in there. Throw the Blast Burn. Blast Burn goes out. Okay, we're going to try to build up to the second Blast Burn here. And they're able to get to their move, so they're able to take a shield from us in a matchup that we're supposed to be countering, that we're supposed to be winning. He could shield here and farm us down, and that's a problem. I noticed that's a problem. Charizard is not a charm counter, not a true charm counter. I honestly think that Wormadam might even be a better option as far as charm counters. So let's see here. It is able to get in a couple of charms there, but we should be able to farm it down before it gets to its next move. So we're hoping for. Unfortunately, because of that double shield, we lost Swap, so we'll probably see what he has in the back now. Let's see what we got. Another Charmer. So this is a double charm team, which is good for us. We are able to kind of handle these teams. Get a Sludge Bomb off, and this will at least bring it close to dying here. All right, and we do take out the Clefable. Fable goes down. Out comes the Alola guys. And we are going to Razor Leaf, Razor Leaf, Razor Leaf. This thing is going to build up a lot of energy. But luckily we have our own Alola in the back with a shield able to take care of this thing. Look at how much those Razor Leafs do, folks. I personally like Vileplume a little bit better than Shadow Vileplume, even though Shadow Vileplume is ranked a little higher. But I like to be able to take a few hits if I have a bad matchup in the front, or if they swap into a Slowbro, I can actually get a couple Razor Leafs in before the confusion registers. And if it does register, not take as much damage, about it's like half health on a Shadow. So confusions do a lot of damage to Vileplume. Alright guys, so we're 2-2, so we're actually doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. We're in the mid-2900s here, so these teams are working. So if you need a team, then this might be the team for you. Just know its weaknesses, know what to swap, and beware that Charizard can be countered by a Charmer with double shield, and even baiting doesn't help. You're not going to get to 2 Blast Burns and a Dragon Claw. Oh boy, Scolipede. So this is the perfect opportunity to bring out our Charizard. We're going to throw the Dragon Claw. Now, unfortunately, he's going to be able to get a shield from us here because Sludge Bomb will kill us. So we either need to shield or die here. Let's see what happens. Okay, it looks like we're going to take the Sludge Bomb, and yeah, it kills us. So we did that for science, apparently. Took a Sludge Bomb for science, folks. I do not recommend it. However, we are going to Razor Leaf this thing down now, which is good. Once again, Charizard losing Switch. Okay, cool. It's a Porygon. So we're going to have to double shield through this thing. And then hope we can get enough fast move damage onto the Alola to take it out with our own. Just like in the last match. Okay, incoming. Here comes the second one. Okay, so here it comes. Here comes the Tri-Attack. We're really hoping it doesn't debuff us, guys. Porygon 2 is a very interesting Pokemon because it's kind of like, if you like to gamble, then use that Pokemon because, getting a debuff is very powerful, but it's not going to happen, what is it, 1 in 3 or so? Okay, so there it is. He finally gets it, but we are able to Razor Leaf down. Now, we want to clear the debuff. Let's get up to a Sludge Bomb here. Oh, it is a Scrafty, okay. Now, Scrafty isn't going to be hurting us too bad here. Our goal is to get to the Psychic, because if we can get to the Psychic, we can get the last shield. If we get the last shield, we can come in, when Vileplume comes in, we can win the CMP tie with a Sludge Bomb and take out the Scrafty. So this end game is planned out, looking pretty good for us. This Power-Up Punch coming in. Psychic going out. It is nice to get the Psychic debuff too, guys. Very nice. Psychic goes out. Defense fell. There it is, guys. Look at that. Got a defense fall on the Scrafty. Able to take it out. All right. So good game to our opponent there. And we are able to take a 3-2 in that set and go positive by a couple points. For some reason, I've only been getting like 5 points or something. I don't know. Not many. And our encounter is a Growlithe, of course. Of course. All right, so that's the first set. Let's move on to the second set. These are my first sets in Love Cup here, so I'm kind of learning as I go. Now, we're going to use Crustle in the back, guys. Instead of Charizard, we're using a Crustle. The Crustle is double moved. And I'm using Rock Blast instead of Rock Slide just because it will one-shot a Charizard anyway. And that's the main point of having it back there for me, because I'm throwing X-Scissor most of the time for neutral damage. And I want to be able to get to the charge move a little bit quicker. But Rock Slide's probably the best bet. Okay, so against the Shadow Vileplume, guys, I try to get in an extra Razor Leaf and farm all the way down. Let's see. Oh, it looks like he might be a little bit ahead of us, unfortunately. So he swaps out into a Slowbro. This is what I was talking about. Look at that charm damage, or the look at the confusion damage, guys. It's a Shadow Slowbro, so it really hurt us. I wasn't expecting that much damage. So he's already got a huge lead on us. He's going to throw a Psychic here, which is going to hurt a lot. But we don't want to have any farm on the Alola for his Vileplume. We want to be able to get a shield with a Psychic, so this is going to be close. Just barely able to hang on. Wow, Shadow Slowbro, guys. Shadow Slowbro. I do have one built for this cup. I have a double moved regular Slowbro and a double moved Shadow Slowbro. So maybe we'll get some videos out on that. Let me know down in the comments. Also, let me know what teams you're using down in the comments and if you're going positive or not. Any positive set is a good set. So there's Vileplume. We're way behind here. And it looks like he was able to sneak in an extra Razor Leaf there, so we have to keep that in mind. And he's one ahead because of the Alola. So we're going to have to swap right away into the Crustle. So we're going to shield and hope that he has a Charizard in the back. Although odds are probably not. And it is a Magcargo. So we're going to throw the rocks. We're going to throw the Rock Blast. It looks like if we were able to get to 2 Rock Blasts here, we would have won this match, actually. But it looks like we're going to come up just short. Yeah, just short. Close match. Good game to our opponent. So we lost the first one again. Usually happens when we try out a new team. Have to kind of get adjusted to it. You know, figure out the matchups. Get a good feel for your team. You guys will see other teams that we'll be featuring there if you kind of pause when I go into my team selection menu. We have some good traditional ABB teams there for you guys to terrorize the meta with. Right now I'm trying... I just don't want to do ABB. I think everybody is sick of hole teams, grass hole, charm hole, you know, whatever you guys want to call them. But I like a nice sweeper team. Now Electrode in the lead, that's where we want to see it, right? So we gotta make sure to do as much damage as we can. And he comes in with a Charmer. Now I make a decision here. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take this Charmer out. I'm just gonna farm all the way down on Vileplume, right? Because Vileplume is amazing, and that's where a regular Vileplume, I think, comes in handy as opposed to a Shadow. We still have a little bit of health left, and we are going to be able to get off a Sludge Bomb onto this Electrode, which is going to be really good for when we have to bring Crustle in. Okay, so we get a shield. Amazing. Out comes Crustle. Okay, looks like there was a little bit of lag there, so we weren't able to get in an extra Smackdown or Rock Throw, whatever it is we got. All right. I'm going to throw the Rock Blast here. Get to it at the same time as our X-Scissor. He's going to take it. So, oh, unfortunate. Unfortunate that he's able to get to that move. But he is dead now, so we're going to shield because I think he's weak to Crustle on the back because he did not swap out. So let's see. A Clefable. Okay, cool. We have an Alola. He has a shield, so he's probably going to shield the Rock Blast, which is fine because we're going to be able to get to a Psychic on the Alola and take out this Clefable. We're going to swap so that we don't get farmed down. Try to swap here. There we go. We're going to be able to take a Psychic from this Clefable, no problem, and then launch our own Psychic right back at it. Yep, looks like a CMP tie. So it looks like we're gonna be able to take game 2 here. We're gonna take game 2. Here's the Psychic with all 3 Pokemon still alive, guys. So a good showing by this team, handling a Charm Hole. Speaking of the ABB teams, we just handled a Charm Hole fairly well, I think. Whenever they insta-swap in a Charmer, I always get suspicious in any league. I always get suspicious. All right, let's get into game 3, guys. We're up against another legend, Chavez 9311. Chavez 9311. All right. Got a nice white screen there. Oh, and then instantly into the match. Look at that. Perfect game. No bugs, no glitches, no errors. Gotta love it. Okay, so we are going to stay in this matchup. He's going to swap out into a Clefable. Now, we learned what happens when they swap in a Charmer. We just stay in and we farm down, right? We farm all the way down. But Clefable is going to be able to get to a move, unlike the Wiggly. which is going to force us to shield, but we're feeling pretty comfortable because getting that shield back should be pretty easy with Sludge Bomb loaded. All right, let's see who he brings in. He does decide to bring in the Medicham, I believe. That would be the wise decision here and try to farm down. Oh, we got a Charizard. Charizard is going to get Sludge Bomb. We have 2 counters to Charizard, so I think bringing in our Alola is going to be the play here. Let's see what I choose to do. Oh, actually bring in Crustle. Okay, that's an interesting choice. I think Alola has a better matchup against Medicham, so that's probably why. But going into the Medicham with a ton of energy would have been very nice too. But as you can see, Charizard is only able to get to Dragon Claw. Only able to get to Dragon Claw. That's how much pressure the Crustle puts on Charizards in the back. Okay, it looks like he is going to be able to dump his energy and take us out, which is good. We want him dumping his energy now. Okay, goes the power-up punch. He undercharges it so he can get a little bit of farm in, which is fine. Okay, now we bring in the Alola, our thick fish, and we are up a shield. We were able to sneak in a waterfall there too, which is great. Not going to shield whatever comes in first. Probably a power-up punch. Okay. Looks like we're going to be able to get to our Psychic here. Probably use a shield just in case. We don't want to be catching a power-up punched Psychic to our Alola here. And he just power-up punches again. Okay, so we are going to throw... Oh, no, we're going to bank the Psychic. Smart decision. Smart decision on our part. Because he's only going to be able to get to power-up punch, and then we throw the Psychic at the Charizard. So we were able to squeak out of this one with a win with a Medicham lead. All right. Yeah, I think I was worried about a Psychic there. That was probably the issue. Okay. Charizard goes down. We take the win. Good game to our opponent. Let's go into the next game. It's nice to look back at games. I kind of learn and see what you could have done different. All right. Headed into our next game, guys. Let's see how we do. Oh, error. Of course. Looks like we're 3 games deep. We are up 2-1 right now, which is great. Remember, guys, positive sets are awesome, and negative sets are a learning experience. Don't get discouraged. Just do your best. Okay, Dennis the Weird, another legend. So let's see how this team performs against Dennis the Weird, another legend. Scrafty. Okay, Scrafty lead. We're going to stay in. Okay, we're counting, seeing if he's going to go for the foul play here. That's going to be our concern. Okay, it's a Scolipede, so we are going to swap into our Crustle. Now we are going to have to shield one Sludge Bomb because we don't want to be taking that damage. It is a stab Sludge Bomb, and it would get us pretty low. So we don't... Oh, he X-Scissors. Okay, maybe he thinks that he couldn't get to the Sludge Bomb. I think he would have right there, but that's okay. Nice bait by the opponent, I suppose. Maybe he thought he could get to 2 X-Scissors. Okay, so he's going to bring out the Scrafty, and we're going to throw the neutral bug damage at him. Here it goes. X-Scissor goes out. Okay. Unfortunately, we weren't able to sneak in a fast move there, but that's okay. Foul play comes out. We're not shielding. Okay, we are able to get to the X-Scissor here, which is great. This is going to get the Scrafty pretty low. Probably do about 20% damage to it. Let's see. About 15% damage, so not too bad. Now we're going to swap and try to catch the move and farm down with Vileplume. Always trust Alola. Trust Alola and trust Vileplume. That's what I've been noticing. And it is a Charmer, guys, so we made the right call by shielding, because we're going to get off a ton of damage to this thing. And clearly, Alola will be able to handle the rest of the line. All right. Look at that, guys. Able to get it down to within a couple waterfalls. Can bring out Alola. And our opponent concedes, stops attacking. So another win for the Crustle team, guys. Another win. Good game to our opponent. A lot of really good legends are playing. A lot of great players. All right, so moving into our next game, guys. Let's see what else we can learn from this team. Yeah, I definitely am interested in what teams you guys are using. So definitely make sure to put it down in the comments. Make sure to subscribe, guys. We're doing really well on subscriptions. I can't believe it. I have like 450 of you guys that subscribe to my channel, and it just means so much to me. Once we hit 1,000, then we can get monetized, and yeah, it's going to be great. Expect a live stream for Love Cup battles, guys. Expect a live stream probably tomorrow. I'll get my Mac set up, and we'll probably do a live stream tomorrow. Let me know what time you guys are available, and yeah, should be fun. Oh, and come hang out with us over on the Pogoscience Discord or the Generation Discord, guys. We are there hanging out all the time, chilling with each other, you know, talking back and forth, bouncing ideas off each other. And I do coach. I will coach you. Just hop in Discord, and we can do some sets together. We were able to get one of our great members, K9, about 300 points and got him up to veteran, which was great. All right, so this is our last game against another legend, and he's got a Shadow Vileplume. So once again, what I like to do is try to just get in an extra Razor Leaf and farm all the way down while using a shield, because I'll get the shield back. But this opponent plays very smart, very talented, very skilled player. So he's going to throw here. Generally, people stay in this matchup, and I'll be able to get an extra Razor Leaf in, but unfortunately, we're not able to here. So we're going to build up as much energy as we possibly can, swap out, and take it out with Crustle. Banked all that energy on the Vileplume, which is great. Okay, we have an attack incoming from the Medicham. Medicham has a pretty darn good matchup against Crustle, so it's going to power itself up. This is a very tough game now, seeing the Medicham in the back. Another great team we should try out, guys, having a Medicham in the back. I really am liking the Vileplume Alola Core, though. Okay, we got another attack incoming. Not much we can do here but shield. Or not shield, I mean let it go through. Save our shield. Trust in the back line. So we throw the Sludge Bomb right off. Looks like we might be 1 or 2 Razor Leafs away from another one. So we're going to swap before we get farmed. Let's see what comes in. I'm expecting a power-up punch, but we'll see. This opponent is a great battler. He can read. He can read very well. So we're going to try to farm down, farm down, farm down, farm down. And this here is probably where we should have used our shield, knowing that he's going to die and not be able to throw another move. We should have known that the Psychic was coming, but that's okay. We take an L in this particular game, and that happens sometimes. We still had a positive set. We learned some stuff. We went 3-2, so can't complain. We're moving on up. Anyways, guys, thanks for being here. I love every single one of you. You're all important. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the live stream or in Discord. Generation out.